Who the fuck is he?
Unless...
Nah, yo, we don't answer to him. He's not an elected official.
Well, what does it matter if you're an elected official or not?
Come on. Yes, it does.
Kash Patel's not an elected official.
But he's the head of the FBI.
Andrew Schulz and Charlamagne the God battle over whether what Elon Musk and Doge are doing is actually constitutional in this clip from Brilliant Idiots, as Andrew Schulz and Charlamagne argue about the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump and whether or not this is even legal, and Charlamagne even cites Bill Clinton in his argument, while Andrew Schulz pushes back. So let's get in.
They know what time it is.
And Mark Rubio.
These are real Americans, yo.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't play around with real Americans.
That's all I'm saying. Respect the Constitution. That's all I'm fucking saying. If you can concede the election, but don't concede the Constitution.
That's disrespectful. Yeah.
What is that?
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
What did that say? Scroll up. Monitors at the Department of Housing. Why y'all did that at HUD? See, y'all gonna cause him to... See, now you're gonna start deporting black people. Monitors at the Department of Housing and Urban Development reportedly hacked to show AI video of Donald Trump sucking Elon Musk's toes. All right, now he gonna get rid of HUD.
Yeah, you gonna see?
Y'all couldn't do that at any other department.
Go have some fun.
You had to do that shit at HUD. Now, when he get rid of HUD, whose fault is it?
Why he's stroking the foot like that?
That is wild, though. I will say, I will say that this video is crazy. But Elon Musk and Donald Trump are giving record label owner hottest artist vibes. It's like when you saw Birdman standing next to Lil Wayne back in the day, or when you saw Diddy standing next to Biggie back in the day, or when you see like Yo Gotti standing next to Glorilla now. You got the hot artist, which is Trump, but it's clearly. You can see who's in charge here. There's no way Trump likes that, yo. There's no way Trump likes those.
You're putting Elon as the executive?
You goddamn right.
Oh.
You know, you can see it when they're together. It's actually kind of strange, honestly. Like even when they're in the Oval Office, the optics, Trump sitting down, Elon standing up, the kid telling Trump shut his mouth.
Yo, Trump don't give a fuck. Trump don't give a... He loves the fact that there's someone else getting all this smoke on the internet. He loves the fact that you and all these other people are talking shit about Elon, not talking shit about him. Yep. And he's just getting deals done however the fuck he wants to get deals done while this dude takes all the smoke. This is like the perfect scenario for this Trump presidency.
Yeah, but you're creating a MAGA civil war. You saw what Steve Bannon said about your boy.
Yo, Steve Bannon need to take his shitty skin and go back into a jail cell and shut the fuck up.
Steve Bannon,
nobody give a fuck about what Steve Bannon says.
Steve Bannon said you fired thousands of federal staff. You're a parasitic illegal immigrant.
Where's Steve Bannon from, yo?
I have no idea.
Yo, look at Steve Bannon's skin. Steve Bannon's skin look like Bible paper. I've never seen someone with shittier skin and that much money. You can put fucking lotion on your skin and you will be fine, Steve Bannon.
I bet if you walked in your building and saw that motherfucker sitting in the lobby, you'd be like, oh, shit.
I would, because I don't have a lobby. I'd be like, this motherfucker made a lobby? How the fuck he make a lobby? Nah, this Marvel villain looking motherfucker, you don't need... I don't like the fact that we're even listening to him talk anymore, but his hair looks great for his age.
If I was Steve Bannon, I would understand why he doesn't like somebody like Elon Musk, because if you work so hard to position a party as the party of the working class, you can't...
You think that's what he worked hard doing?
Steve Bannon?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well... There's a lot of things Steve Bannon did, but
he's just mad he's not in the White House anymore. He's just mad he's not a shot caller. He's just mad that he's not someone that people pay attention to. So he's just trying to rile shit up again. He just wants attention.
You think so?
Yeah. Come on,
man. So what about Tulsi? What about Kash Patel? What about Pete Hegseth? What about Rubio? They said we ignoring fucking Elon's emails.
Hey.
Like, yo, y'all don't answer to him. Who the fuck is he?
Unless...
Nah, yo, we don't answer to him. Well, an elected official.
Well, what does it matter if you're an elected official or not?
Come on. Yes, it does.
Kash Patel's not an elected official.
But he's the head of the FBI.
Yeah, but he's not elected.
But he got sworn in by the Senate. Elon did not.
So you're saying that, and again, I could be wrong about this, but you're saying that if the president hires anybody to look into anything, they're not allowed to do it unless the Senate swears him in?
Yes, if you're going to be over how the federal government spends people's money.
But the amount of people that spend our money that are part of the federal government that we have not sworn in is what's caused all this bloat and bureaucratic bullshit that we're dealing with now.
I don't know anything about that. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like that.
Yeah, I swear, Charlamagne the God sometimes is just saying, like he's just saying stuff to say stuff. As obviously he just admitted, like, oh, I don't know about anything about that. And Andrew Schulz made a pretty good point earlier about what Donald Trump and Elon Musk are going through as far as the relationship. Like right now, for the first time, Trump has somebody else who's getting heat besides him. Like he can just do his job, do this, answer some questions, but you take some heat, you take some smoke. I think that's a real good point by Andrew Schulz. He might actually legit enjoy this because he talks about all the time. I'm the most, I've got the most negative press, more than anyone else. And now for the first time, someone else can share in that. But Andrew Schulz is also right, is that all these other unelected people who are in government are the ones who are spending everyone's money. And they're unelected. They're not, by a president. That's the bureaucracy. That's the problem. That's the issue. And Trump can act as a president. The president can have advisors personal to him. He doesn't need to get all of them, confirmed by the Senate. That is within the president's prerogative in order to do. Nothing wrong with that at all. So I don't see really any issue there. But I mean, basically, Elon Musk is just tech support. He's just helping out, and he's carrying out what Donald Trump already does. So whether it's him or someone else, either way, it's the president's mandate. But let me know what you think of that. Leave a like. Let's get back in.
I mean, there's all these programs.
I do know that's the problem with Elon Musk.
There's all these programs that they're slashing shit right now, right? Again, I don't even know what they're slashing, but there are all these programs that they have said have gotten a lot of bloat. In other words, that there's a lot more people have hired. They've hired for these certain interest projects, and these interest projects have been potentially completed, and those people haven't moved on to work on anything else. They're just still there getting paid by our money. We didn't hire them. The Senate didn't hire them. Somebody at that company hired them. So I guess what I'm trying to understand is I
don't know how that works. I really don't.
I think it works just like
when you're
committee.
FDA, you're in charge of nuclear weapons. I don't know how that works.
The Senate can't come in and approve every single person that's hired on every single committee. Maybe they could. Maybe it should be done where the Senate approves the person that's the head of the committee or something. Maybe that's the pushback. But I guess what I'm trying to say is if you have nothing to hide and there is no issue, let's look at the books.
No, sure, but it has to be.
Why is that a big?
You can't have unchecked, unauthorized power from somebody who's not an elected official.
How about this?
Everything you're saying happened in the 90s. Bill Clinton did it.
So how about this?
And Bill Clinton didn't need congressional approval to put this organization together.
How about this? We let the Doge or whatever look into all the excess. We have them with transparency share the excess. Upon sharing the excess, we have a congressional committee of elected officials come in and act on the excess.
So do it the right way.
Would that be the right way?
Yes, the way. That's exactly what Bill Clinton did.
I don't know what the constitutional way is.
When Bill Clinton created the National Partnership for Reinventing Government, that's exactly what they did. And it's like this, right? If I wanted to know more about comedy, say comedy clubs in New York City, who should you talk to? If you want to know how to fix comedy clubs in New York City, make comedy clubs the best, who should you talk to?
Comedy club owners.
And who else?
Comedians?
Yes. That's what Clinton did. He went to go talk to federal workers and people who were in charge of these organizations to see where they could cut waste. Once they figured it all out, then they went to Congress with it. That is the constitutional way to do it.
I'm all about going to Congress with it after you find it, but I'm also totally fine with an outside person checking on all of these different organizations. I'm totally fine with that. Matter of fact, I think it should be an outside source. I think an inside source might be too biased. I think an inside source has these special interest groups in their ear. For example, if we say we can't sit on this podcast right now and say that every senator, every congressman, every president, every whatever is in the pocket of big business, right? And at the same time go, so let's let them make the decision which part of these organizations we cut and which we don't. If we are right now saying that they're all corrupt and that they're accepting these bribes from these different companies, why could we trust them to make the right decisions in the first place?
Elon Musk?
Well, it doesn't have to be Elon, but I do like the idea that there is a private person outside of government that's at least gaining the information. It doesn't have to be Elon. It could be, name another, John Denver. It doesn't fucking matter what it is. But a private person outside of government that is not beholden to any of these special interest groups, going in, accessing this information, calling out where they think the bloat is or the excess is, and then you could have Congress vote on it.
I think Andrew Schulz is absolutely right on this point, and I don't agree with Charlamagne the God. I get what Charlamagne is saying. You know, Bill Clinton's done it before. Okay, 300,000. But he didn't audit the Pentagon. He didn't audit Medicaid and Medicare. He didn't audit Social Security. And that's especially Social Security. We're finding out, you know, there's millions of people over the age of 100 who are getting a check, which is absolute fraud, and everyone can look at it. And that's the thing, that if you have someone on the inside who is, as Andrew Schulz pointed out, who is biased, who has, some sort of ties, do you really trust that person to be non-biased and to really look at everything objectively and point out all the waste and all the fraud on every single level? I don't know how you feel, folks. Let me know in the comments, but I don't trust that person. And that's where I think Andrew Schulz is absolutely right. We need to have someone outside of the government. You need to have a neutral party who's got no ties to anything, who can look at this objectively and just say, okay, this doesn't make sense. This makes sense. This money is going to literally nowhere. This money is on the mandate that we're not supposed to support. So that's earmarked, right? And just go through it piece by piece. You need someone outside of DC, outside of government. And, Charlamagne can bring up Bill Clinton, but I just wouldn't trust anyone in DC to really do this. You need someone from the outside who's non-biased. I think that's the absolute only way to do this. And now that Elon Musk and Doge are doing it, we are finding treasure troves of information that if it wasn't a third party, I don't think we would. But let me know what you think in the comments, folks, and what you thought about what Andrew Schulz and Charlamagne the God had to say in this clash over Doge in this clip. Thanks for watching, folks. Like, subscribe, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.